Welcome, and it is time as we start Thursday, our Isekai Insanity that is running all the time. So we've got Alex hanging out, figuring out exactly what this whole insanity is about. And last time we finished up an arc, which was tons of fun, as our heroes rescued and found the cure for the students at their school. Finally made their way back and disseminated it, found a few things about the mysterious professor that they had recruited who might also eat students who fail. And
We promised not to eat any of our students.
right, but if they fail, they're kicked out and aren't your students. And, while at the same time displayed some type of skill in necromancy and wrote several books, including a children's necromancer's book that was distributed to the characters. And they went around their bastions, but they have many things to follow up on as they've begun to build this power base for themselves here in this very low tier kingdom within the world of Lux. And in fact, kind of the only reason why it even exists as a kingdom is because of its preserve. And while they have their eyes on destroying the machinations of a queen from another nation to gain this particular kingdom and to find out more secrets that are in the preserve, they did, in Recovery of the Silver, discover that there might be hidden heirs left to the kingdom. For one of the big issues was the preserve is meant to go to the next in a family line. And it was thought that our characters were responsible for the death of the last heir, and that the only heir that could be there, and so they screwed everything up. But maybe there are some that are left. But they didn't have much to go on as they returned. So we'll say it's been a few weeks since your last adventure, as you've been able to get to school in order, as well as some of your other adventures. So I'll kind of ask you, this is more character flavor wise, as opposed to like mechanics and roles or downtime. So what is your character's been up to?
Well, hopefully at some point we remembered to bury those bodies of the children we got in the graveyard to put their souls to rest.
Oh, those ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was where Olivia went last session.
Yeah.
So who's taking care of business?
Yeah, Talisk has just been just kind of interior decorating the space beneath the gambling hall, trying to make it a bit zen garden-esque and relaxing as he can, at least in the places where they intend to have their business. A lot of throw pillows.
Cam's been learning all about the way that food is eaten in the court and who serves the future queen. No reason, just need to know.
Ursa would spend her time foraging for herbs and hopefully doing so not on her own, so she doesn't wander off with ghost children again.
I guess Livia has been following Lang around because now Lang is the most awesome person or spider on Earth in her mind because he knows necromancy, he can teach children, he writes children's stories about necromancy. It's just awesome. So she's been trying to learn some necromancy herself from him and how to raise zombie the correct way.
Now I'm deeply curious what the wrong way is.
Wrong way is to perform an elaborate ritual to create thralls. The right way is animate dead.
Ah.
So basically, you were doing it wrong.
Well, she was making friends. Let's not put it that way. There's no wrong way to make friends.
I think killing them and then turning them into a living skeleton might be the wrong way. Just might be.
But there's no killing involving a process of at least casting that spell. It does require bodies, but like...
I mean, there's a whole graveyard, right?
Yeah.
I take it back. You were recycling.
Yes, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Recycle. Just trying to work on her carbon footprint.
Work on your necrotic footprint.
Amazing. What else?
I would probably be using said herbs to work on my recipes to give us a little bit of a stock for respawn. I would probably be focusing on getting pine sap and spider webs for gash glue. I think out of some relaxing bark, and I think out of if in any rare cases I happen to stumble upon old growth roots and poison ivy, I could make paralyzing paste.
Very nice.
As a little gift to Cam.
Hey, I can poison people just fine. Just can't paralyze them. So thank you. Putting out my arrows.
All right. So what were some of the steps you wanted to attempt to I'll say this, we'll start you in your under base there, or whatever. Did you switch it from the one that was controlled by the family, or no?
The main base where we have the healing and respawn and everything like that is still beneath the Rouletta family new casino that we share the space with them now. So we haven't swapped spaces.
And it's always been that way. We've never wanted to change it.
Yeah. We briefly thought about it and then realized that we would have to hire a lot more people.
Yeah. And so, as far as I know, it's the respawn, our legal healing business is now in the neutral territory, reestablished by the Roulette Casino.
Okay.
So we're starting down there after we've reconvened. Yeah, Talisk is kind of sitting on the bar that's down there, kind of swinging his legs.
It's like, okay, I've been thinking about it.
A dangerous concept.
Yeah, I know. But do you think maybe like they had records of people that lived up in that abandoned town by the silver mine, and like anybody that came from there to the city, like they might have a record of that somewhere? We could maybe ask Commander Gringen if she might know where records like that are kept, and maybe it's a lead to help us find, because I don't know.
I agree. I think 2 children traveling by themselves would be pretty noticeable by the guards if they have such records.
And I don't even know if they were traveling by themselves, because it sounded like people started disappearing and dying in that town. When that happened, people kind of started to leave, and maybe the former queen sent her kids with someone to make sure they got back. I don't know, but I was just thinking there might be a record of it. Anybody else have ideas?
How come they knew about the princess, but they didn't know there was a second one? Or are there 3 really?
Well, wasn't the old queen like sent away, or she left? What if she was pregnant when she left and she didn't know until she left?
Yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions there, because all we had was her personal journal, and that was, well, we know what we know.
It was
Nah.
vague. For
Yeah,
a journaler, she was not very specific.
it was mostly just her crazy thoughts after the mean locks came and started driving her nuts. Oh, and the letter, which we didn't decide if we should deliver to the king yet. I think we should hold off for now until we find the kids, but it's good to have this letter just in case.
Well, I mean, I think we should hold off because, like, what if the king is all like excited and then he goes and tells his evil, future queen, and then she's all like, "Oh," and then she goes and kills the kid.
Yeah, she adds
I mean, she already killed
two more
kid.
kids to her list.
DM, real quick, because I forgot. Did we learn how long it had been since the town was abandoned? So we might have a guess as to how old these kids might be.
Yes, the town had been abandoned for 15 years.
Okay. I forgot to write that down.
Oh. Those 2 orphans, Sherry and Harry, how old were they?
They'd be within that age.
Wait, you mean the random kids that you found
Yeah.
on the street?
Yeah. But that'd be too big of a coincidence, wouldn't it?
Yeah. There's no way.
No.
The odds are way too vast for
No.
I
for that to-
mean, weirder shit's happened.
Oh man.
Okay.
I should go find Sherry and Harry, shouldn't I?
I mean, wait, are they at the school? Didn't they have? Wasn't there something magic about them or something?
There was, yes.
Yeah, they're in the school. They were our first students.
Are they?
Were they? Did we take them as our first students?
You're
I
a
don't
horrible
remember.
headmaster,
Check the school
both of you.
roster.
I quote, we should start a school. Look, we already have 2 students.
Yeah, sure. They were students.
Yeah.
God, and you 2 call yourselves the headmaster.
Well, I've been busy.
I'm literally the acting headmaster.
I'm a drunk, and I knew.
No. I've never been. I've been the head. I don't know, like mascot. I don't know what you call it.
Cheese. We call it cheese.
Yeah. No, it's Lunara that's the headmaster.
Except you 2 always run around as the old dude being like, oh, I'm the headmaster.
No. We'd never claim that guy to be the headmaster. He's just the spokesperson because Lunara likes to be in the background and kind of run things. Well, okay. So it's a possibility that Sherry and Harry are actual royalty. We'll just put a pin in that. But also, wasn't there a connection to that Lunara discovered about the former queen being connected to House Roletta? Because Lunara said that the former queen's ghost is haunting their house, right?
Yeah.
I guess another option is to go see if we can talk to ghosts. And if said ghost would be willing to point out their children. My thought was maybe as a ghost, the mom went to look out for her kids. But man, there's a lot of questions there because, like, Lunara said that there was a bunch of ghosts in their house. Like, why is their whole house just full of ghosts? That's kind of wild.
Do you think those are all the people from the mining town?
I just think that she was a really good queen and hospitality was really important to her.
Oh, so she just collects dead people ghosts.
Well, I mean, she's a dead person ghost. Maybe she's just hanging out with her friends.
Okay. So, since we're still in need of information, I still think going and talking to Commander Gringin, seeing if there's a what do you call it? A census, like that's a thing, right? Where you find out how many people there are in a city, and maybe they have information about survivors from the silver mine town. Shoot, what was the name of it? The town had a name. I wrote it down somewhere.
Well, I think some of it too wasn't that she was afraid for whether or not they'd make it here.
Yeah, Vermalion. Sorry.
I'm wondering if when they returned here, because when they returned here, they didn't go directly to anybody of authority.
Yeah.
Why? Well, she was going to send the letter, but in the event the letter did make it to the king,
Uh-huh.
why would she send them here without telling them, hey, who you are? Hey, your dad might come find you.
Maybe it's because the king was a dick and kicked her out in the first place.
Yeah.
Just a theory.
Yeah, maybe she wanted to and went crazy before she could. I don't know. I mean, something she died before she could send the letter properly. Okay.
So Mold comes into the room at this point. I believe knocks first. Big Cheese.
Oh, hey, what's up?
And other fermented dairy. You told me to watch the walls.
Yeah.
We had someone come in. Though we barely caught him. I mean, we don't catch him, but we barely saw him, I guess is the best. Anyway, there was a one of our little ones were able to, one of the Kurds was able to see out, and a cloaked figure, emerald cloak. They saw their cloak turn black and then vanish in a purple flash. We immediately scanned the area, asked a few people. We found a young couple murdered while they were eating. There were signs of struggle, and it looked like whoever was there didn't come in, but they certainly left. If the woman hadn't screamed, we probably wouldn't have found him. They seemed to have gone to a crowd, and I have some of our operatives tracking 3 suspects.
Oh, shit. I mean, do we know who the 2 people that were killed are?
Yeah, I knew who they were. A lot of younger couples start out in the worst areas trying to make money to get out. No one related, I think, to your activities, but...
I mean, were they robbed? Or just...
No.
So they're...
I don't... They didn't take anything. They just went in. I don't know if they had been emptied for some time before the last day or 2.
I mean, have the guards come and looked at the...
I've kept it off their radar.
Oh, okay. Are they still there? Like, are the couple still there?
The bodies, yes. You wanted to know what happened. I've been keeping this. I thought this was what you wanted.
Yep, definitely. Are you guys cool with going over there and investigating this thing?
Yeah.
All right. Lead the way, Mold. Oh, you know what? Quick question. Were you able to find anybody to work the silver mine? This is...
You did, yeah.
You get a promotion, Mold. You're now Slice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way, Slice.
All right. So you leave the 3 suspects to do as they wish as you go to investigate the building. um, Slice leads you quickly through the streets. You can see there's a few nods, and guards you do catch are way outside the area. You can see them counting small coin pouches, having been effectively bribed. And up a wooden staircase that's partially rotted, you come to a door about 30 feet up and somewhat dilapidated building. Everything here is awful. There's rodent refuse, except the door itself looks like it had been recently cleaned and wiped down. And inside is a single room, a place where one could prepare food, and what looks like a makeshift chimney and fire. And it isn't active, but was warm relatively soon, and now lukewarm. A pot of tea rests on a table splattered with blood. And you can see a young man and woman lying on the floor as if fallen out of chairs they were sitting in. Each of their throats are slit. So all of you are there?
I think so, unless
Yeah.
someone else says different.
I think you're all
Okay.
there. I'm just letting everyone know to interact with scene 2. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm writing.
Is anyone good at? I mean, it's obvious. We can see how they died. I'm just kind of wondering if any of us are good at a closer inspection of bodies.
Above table, I'm asking if anybody's good at medicine checks because I am not.
I could check the mode of their murder.
I have a +2, but I'm pretty much better at just sticking knives into people rather than
Livia wants to have detect magic up and see if there are any like suspicious glyphs around the crime scene, or did the killer leave any magical?
I will guide Livia.
But yeah, I will check the bodies.
All right. Should detect magic. So you see you use detect magic, all right, Olivia?
Yeah.
Okay. And or so you can do a medicine check.
Oh wow, well it's an at one. It doesn't matter if I guidance myself there.
Okay. Push yourself around a bit. Under the table, Olivia, you are able to find a magical glyph. It's in the shape of 7 eyes.
Did it match the shape of the glyph that allows them to spy on people?
It is similar in... It seems like it's from the same type of arcana, but not identical, nor the same functionally.
I guess she'll point that out to everybody. Let them know that there's some magical glyph the killer left. Presumably the killer left.
Oh. Do we think it'll explode? Like, is it a trap?
Maybe. What school of magic is it?
me 1 second. Conjuration.
Mm,
Mm,
I don't like that.
it might not
I'm just gonna go
explode.
over there in case it explodes and my blood gets somewhere. I'll be over in that corner.
Yeah. No, it might summon something.
Ursa kind of leans back, hands on her hips, and she's like, "Well, they're dead."
Yep,
What
got
did
it
you
in
guys
one.
find?
Okay. Oh, shoot. Like, Livia, can you tell if the glyph is active, or like can it be used more than?
It's it's the glyph, like, yeah, that. Busy trying to tell if it will activate if we touch it or.
Give me an Arcana check.
With guidance.
So exactly 30.
Oh.
You look at this. It doesn't seem to be activated by proximity or anything like that. However, yeah, with that 30, it is seems to be more of like a almost like a homing beacon. What you can deduce here is you think certain specifically teleportation spells from the Conjuration School will by default use this as their target as long as it is within range. So certain ones of teleportation, you'd think that they would be slightly changed from what most people would know, or from what people who would know this well, and specifically made so that they will default go towards something like this.
To get rid of uncertainty in teleportation spell, that's. Did that mean like they wanted to travel here specifically into this house, or does that mean they're
It
just.
might mean that they're trying to find a new place to do teleportation because they know we know where they teleport from.
Yeah.
DM, quick question. How close is the structure we're in to the outside of the wall?
I mean, this just like there's a window out of this room.
I'm wondering if we're with I'm trying to discern if
From the outer wall?
Yes, if
Okay.
like they could use this teleportation to get into the city without having to go.
Yeah, this is about 300 feet away from the wall.
So yeah, this is how they bypass all of our checkpoints, right? And the person used it, showed up, found 2 people here, and had to kill them so that.
So they're just collateral damage to them.
I think so. I mean, but that's an assumption. I still think it's worth looking around here, seeing if there's any journals or notes for these 2 people that might have made them specific targets, but my best guess is collateral damage.
Is the table the glyph is on new? Does it look like it's been there a long time, or is it like it just got here sort of thing?
So it's beneath the table, like on the floor,
Oh, on the
and
floor.
it seems to be sketched in the stone. And from what you can tell, it's been there for quite some time. And interesting, when you look around it, the rest of the floor looks like it's been wiped clean, but right around the glyph is not. And from your previous arcana, it seems you can tell within there seems to be a type of magic that, unless you were looking for something, you naturally would avoid looking at this, as if it made them not clean the area.
Oh. I would like to take out my ink quill and piece of parchment, and like I did with the previous glyph, I want to sketch this one so we know what it looks like and can pass that around to our informants for them to keep a lookout.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. So,
You said that there were suspects. 3 of them.
yeah, 3. I think, yeah, we can go and take a look at them. See, although our only thing was that they had a black cloak or an emerald cloak that turned black.
DM, do I think is dispelling this glyph as like, would I have to like carve through the stone and destroy it?
Yeah. Because this isn't necessarily magic in of itself, it's more of a marker for magic. It would have to be like you have to graffiti it, basically.
What if I just sit here and wait for someone to show up and then I slit their throat?
You mean sit here alone?
Maybe.
I mean, how would we know if things went sideways?
Your alcohol bill would go down.
Oh, yeah. Like drastically and immediately, it would just
Yep.
cease. Yeah. I mean, if Kim, if you want to stay here to wait on somebody, I'm okay with that. But I think that sounds super dangerous to me. But I'm okay with you staying if you are.
I mean, you guys never let me kill anyone anymore, and I'm kind of getting bored.
Well, only because we like to interrogate people, and it's hard to do if they're dead.
Fine, I'll come with.
Okay.
So I want to try something interesting. I would like to first make sure that I do. Yeah, I will dispel magic on this glyph, and it's just 3rd level.
Okay. I essentially said before, the glyph itself doesn't have that magic.
I guess I didn't understand.
Okay. It could be graffitied, but it's more of so the magic coming off of it from detect magic had more to do with detecting what was last used, because it's been relatively recent.
Oh, I
Not
see.
so much as enchantment as it's a piece of a spell. And,
Okay.
right, and so it's sort of like, because it doesn't just like grab any spell, it's more when a spell is cast with a certain thing that searches for this within a certain distance.
Then what I would like to attempt to do instead of Dispel Magic is I would like to try and mend the stonework on the floor.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I have advantage on those. Oh boy. Even with advantage, that's a 13.
Okay. 13. You're able to fully concentrate on it enough. You can
Okay.
feel that it tries to like get your attention on other broken things, but you
Why are you staring at
stay
me? I'm not
concentrated.
broken.
And slowly the rock raises up.
It's
Over
just
the course
Cam
of-
in my ear that's
Yeah.
fucking with my concentration.
over the course of a few minutes, the stone is perfect once more, and Olivia, you feel the signature of magic here dissipate.
Okay. All right. I think I just didn't want to leave that for them to be able to jump in whenever they wanted. Should we go track down some suspects?
Before we go, I want to take another look at the bodies real quick, see if there's anything I overlooked other than the fact that I've already like I would, instead of checking out their medical state, I would like to investigate or like look on their bodies and see if there's anything on them that like wouldn't be on like a couple out to breakfast.
Sure, give me an investigation check.
With guidance?
Sure.
Well,
With a 12. You don't find anything of note. It is, again, this seems to be a home that they had made. And what you can tell, so even with the 12, is there, because there's blood splatter on the table and on the pot, but there are two sections where there is no blood that resemble the rough shape of a boot or shoe. From what you can tell, the strikes were made from a single individual standing upon the table. Essentially right above where the glyph was.
is the boot print like boot size big, small, average?
We're going to do size 11 men's.
Oh, I just had an idea. Because my first thought was, we might be looking for like boots with blood on them, right? But if this person's from the Myriad and they might know magic, they might just be able to use Prestidigitation and get away with it. But I would like to cast Prestidigitation on myself and see if there's any lingering after effects that Livia's Detect Magic picks up.
Oh, I see. Briefly, yeah, you think. I would say because she's particularly looking for it, but you'd probably be able to make an Arcana check on somebody with it up.
Okay, that was just my thought. If Livia can, with Detect Magic, see that they've cleaned themselves recently, that might give them away.
Especially because we know all the people who can do magic because we're teaching them.
And you do know that the cloak that they were wearing had changed colors.
Yeah.
Would lead you to believe.
Okay, are you guys ready to go look for some suspects?
Yes, now I'm ready.
When you say look, should I take my weapons out or leave them on?
Well, if there's a fight, we don't want them to know you're there, so you can get a jump on them, right?
Okay, I'm gonna go hide.
Okay. Slice, can you lead us towards one of the suspects you said that was being tracked?
Of course, I can. Oh, we've under your tutelage, we've learned to communicate. We communicate. Which one?
Oh, the closest.
All right. And they take you to. Well, put it this way: are you telling? Because you've learned some things about the suspect, right?
Yes, the one with the size 11 feet.
Yeah.
Their cloak color.
Because what we didn't know is why these people were suspects.
Well, because you weren't sure exactly. There were some things you weren't sure of, right? You learned a few things, but it's fine.
Yeah,
We're just and I think you do have something like size in general and some other things.
okay. So we're looking for someone with a cloak with size 11 shoe. Is there more than that?
Okay.
Because the cloak could potentially change colors, so it'd be hard to,
You're right.
because we don't know if it can change to more colors.
They have some kind of bladed weapon.
Yeah.
All right, and then sorted by closest. Very good. Takes you. And I guess let's go ahead and Ursa, go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's 13.
13. All right. Pushing through the crowd, the various messages seem to be going to and from Curd here, or sorry, Slice here, and he's almost part way until he kind of stops. Oh. Right.
What's wrong?
Apparently, the one we were moving to has no left arm. That doesn't seem to fit what you're talking about.
Oh.
They didn't have any weapons, and they took their cloak off.
Oh. All right.
The other one is too small of his halfling. And changes directions, take you an additional time, it seems, as you're backtracking a little bit.
Okay.
And he suddenly stops as he stares over, and this woman who looks to be like in her 70s, sitting like right in the dirt, playing like a game of cards by herself. And he just kind of stares at her. Seji went down that alley. That's a solicitor's office down there.
Do we know? He said a solicitor's office?
Yeah.
Do we know what that is?
They're probably trying to buy that house.
You would know, like a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
It's like probably gonna try and sell us a timeshare or something. I don't know. Like, okay.
And can we see the house that Slice is talking about from where we are? Is
You see, is it an alley that leads down to
Okay.
through some buildings, and that's where you would kind of see the entrances. So there's like 2 buildings, 2 to 3 buildings around that could be it. Just notice that's where it's down. It just seems to where the end goes. It ends there. It's the only ways out, I think. Unless he goes through the building, I guess.
How long has it been since we started traveling?
It's been around 20 minutes at this point. But she says that there's another person watching the other doors, but they haven't heard from anyone yet.
Do you know the name of this solicitor whose house this is?
Aaron Bald.
Aaron Bald. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, male Aaron or female Aaron?
Male.
Okay.
Though is known to deal with some slightly more shadier things, but also retired. For the most part, he kept his office, but no one uses him anymore.
Oh, okay. All right. Good looking out, Slice. We'll go investigate.
Do you think someone should go and get Cam?
Cam didn't come with us?
I'm hiding.
Cam is like around the corner, just like,
What are you doing?
no, I'm joking.
I'm following in the shadows like Darkwing Duck. Except outside of my
Okay, everybody ready?
How are we going to go in? Disguised?
Can we all disguise ourselves? I know me and Ursa can. What about you, Livia?
I don't really know how to do that.
Okay. That's fine. We'll all go in looking like Livia, so she's the disguise herself. Joking again. Okay, let's go.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn myself into just a sort of beggar-esque. We'll go with Badger Folk. And so my wings come back in to take on the shape of a kind of bedraggled cape that hangs down behind me. And
Livia will actually cast detect magic right now, so as we go into it, she...
Okay.
Yeah.
Check magic up as you all move through the small alley.
And I need to check on the duration of this spell before I cast it, but it might be important. It is 1 hour. I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
As you go down the alley, it's relatively well kept. It's kind of between buildings. You can see a figure in a black cloak walking quickly away towards you, away from a door that is just shutting. As they walk towards you, they keep their head down and seem to intend to walk directly past you.
1, are they wearing a cloak?
Yep, they're in a black cloak.
2, do they look like they have a weapon?
For me, before you kind of clock, you can see their hands resting on what appears to be pommels of daggers.
Any hint of magic on them?
Right. You can see their cloak in particular has a magical aura, as does their daggers.
And how close are they to us?
So at this point, they're about 20 feet approaching. Their intent is to walk right past you. So this is so you can kind of determine what you want to do here. Otherwise, they're just going to go right past.
Yeah. Oh, it's Luna that has it. That's right.
On and stabby stab stab.
Yeah, is Cam stabbing him from the shadows?
That's his intent.
I'm not stopping Cam.
Go right ahead, Cam.
Stabby stab stab.
Give me a stealth check.
I have advantage on stealth. Someday it'll roll. That'd be a 23.
Oh my gosh. They got a 22 on their perception.
Stabby stab stab.
All right. That's amazing. Let's see here.
I just realized that Cam has a bill and is being Darkwing Duck. I don't
Yeah.
know why I decided to put that together.
Oh,
I'm a platypus.
for quick as we get this going, I definitely Cam will get a stab, but give me, sorry, initiative.
Ooh, yeah.
11.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
oh no.
The curse returns.
Well, someone's wasn't terrible. Whose was that?
Olivia.
Okay.
All right. Very, very good. And therefore, we'll start with Cam. We'll get their attack, then we'll kind of go into the order.
Do I get both attacks or just one attack?
You get both with advantage.
Stabby stab stab. Come on, computer, let me do advantage. Roll. That's a 24. And that's a 22.
Okay. Both will hit.
Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Ouch. 4 damage, and then 7 damage, and then sneak attack because I had advantage. So that's another 11 damage, and then I get is it D4 or D6 because I'm attacking first. Let me make sure.
It's whatever your features say.
Oh, I have to check. It's when I fight first, I get something. Where is it? Oh, first strike. 2 more D6. There you go.
Nice.
So that's another 8 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice.
Stabby, stabby, stab. And then just a little more stabby, stab.
All right, you take your daggers and excuse me. They begin taking immediate steps, seeing this, grabbing your elbows, and you're taking them in, and they're kind of getting caught up in the ruffles of clothing, coming even against what seems to be this arcane barrier around them. As you begin slicing away at it, but they seem to be extremely well trained and reactive to this. And then Olivia.
Olivia takes out her bag of bones and dumps 8 undead out of the bag.
Terrifying.
So, okay, so that's 6 skeletons and 2 zombies. So she's going to, that is her turn, but she's going to have them all attack this guy.
Nice.
Let me just roll 8d20. So it's plus 8. First 4. Oh, what's their AC? Sorry, there's so many rolls.
15.
Okay. So first one. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. 1d6 plus 2. 6 plus 1. 24 plus that's 36 points of non-magical damage.
Woo!
Dang.
This guy is having a bad day.
Never very much. You don't understand who you deal with.
Who are you then? That's her turn.
They look straight up, and you can see them mumbling and casting a spell.
I'm gonna counter it. at
Okay,
third level.
third level counter. That'll take a roll.
Oh boy. Oh, that's a 10.
Oh,
Damn it.
all right, a purple light flashes, and you see them appear just above on the lip of the roof.
Parkour.
About 20 feet up. Then they run out of your sight up the roof using their movement.
I can do that too. And I'm going to.
Cam, it's your turn.
Parkour! I'm taking off after him.
Do you have a climb speed?
I have parkour, which if he's only 20 feet up a roof, I have 25 movement, so I can get up it.
Oh, that's right. I gave you, the carpour
Parkour!
Easter that I gave you. Yeah. Yep, you. It does take your movement, though, right?
Yeah, it just takes my movement.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I can't pull out a bow and shoot his ass.
Absolutely. I just remember. Yeah. So Cam jumps between the walls and up, and they would be 20 feet away from you.
Trying to think what would be the smart. So they're too close for crossbow. That would be out of disadvantage, wouldn't it?
Too close. No. There's
Oh
20
no,
feet.
80 is the range for crossbow. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at trident. Okay, is this at advantage still because he doesn't know I'm there, or just regular?
No, he's aware of you.
Okay, cool. I get 2 shots, guys, because I get 2 attacks now. 18 to hit,
Yeah.
That hits.
and oh, that one's gonna miss. 12 to hit.
Yep, that misses.
All right. Well, he can have. God, I'm rolling shit on damage. 3 damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna take my last 5 feet towards him. That's 25 feet. Parkour.
Sounds good. Talask.
My wings pretending to be a cloak come out, and I up onto the roof 30 feet next to Cam. Can I see this person?
Mhm.
I will mind spike them.
Ooh.
It's a DC 16 wisdom save.
Oh, that is only an 11.
Ooh. So they take 17 psychic, and they can't become hidden from me, and I know their location for an hour, or as long as I'm
wow.
holding concentration.
Okay.
And that's my turn. How much movement did it take me to get up onto the roof? 20?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Okay. I'm going to spend my last 10 feet of movement trying to get somewhere to break line of sight with this person so that they can't turn around and immediately break my concentration. Yeah, I don't know if with 10 feet of movement can get me cover, but that's what I'm going to attempt.
Okay. You're not going to be able to get full there, but you do start to move that direction. Ursa.
Okie dokie. Ursa is going to wild shape into a spider, a giant spider, and climb up the wall with her 30 feet to get over the lip.
I love it.
She's gonna eyeball him, and I'm going to. How far away is he? Within 30?
15.
15?
Because I only have 25 and he was
Yeah.
20 for me.
She's going to spit out a web at him to try to restrain him.
Okay.
Yeah, does he have to make a
10,
wisdom save to see the
12,
spider? I think
13.
fire's right.
I believe it misses with a 13.
Yes. They're able to hit the deck. Anything else?
That is it.
All right. Olivia.
Can the skeleton and zombies attempt to climb this thing, this wall?
I mean, they can make athletic checks.
That's strange. Such
They just make a
strange
bone
image.
ladder.
Yeah, they will. I guess they will
Cheerleader pyramid.
try. Let's make d20s again. Okay, so 8, 14, 3 is 16. Is there a DC for this?
Yeah. So the DC here is 15.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So 1 skeleton and 2 zombies will succeed. The others will fail.
So they climb at half their speed.
Okay. So assume they will be halfway there, I guess.
Slowly, horrifyingly climbing.
Like a zombie apocalypse. Okay. Livia herself, she will shoot out her skeletal wings and fly up towards the roof.
Yeah, you know who you're dealing with.
She'll bonus action Crimson Lash as like this crimson whip extends from her hand, and she'll be like 10 feet away from this person that she attacks twice.
Nice. They are currently bloodied.
It's 18 to hit for 17 necrotic,
Oh yeah.
and their max HP reduced by that much. And second attack for 15 to hit for 8 necrotic.
That hits, yes.
Yep, that is going to be her turn.
Okay. And what was the thing that your ability did, Telesk? You might
Oh,
speak.
mine's Mike. So on a failed save, I always know the target's
Okay,
location
That's what it was. Okay, perfect.
while we're on the same plane of existence.
Gotcha.
And while I have this knowledge, they can't become hidden from me.
Yeah, they're gonna move their movement speed first, which might do I think a op for Livia.
Yeah. Is any of my allies within 5 feet of it?
No.
Okay, so that's 15 to hit for a 10 necrotic.
Okay. Nice. Slash their back as they scream. They're able to use their 30 feet to go on the other side down to break line of sight with all of you. But then you do see a purple flash. And because Slash, you just follow and see about 500 feet on another roof away them appear.
Okay, guys. I know where they are, but I want to try and follow them back to their base or wherever they're fleeing to. So I think we pretend to look for them here. Is everybody okay with that?
Sure, I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
The spider chitters.
I think that's a yes. A horrifying agreement.
Cam's just staring at the spider drinking.
Yeah, and I will kind of pretend to look around the alleyways for where they might have gone.
Okay. Yeah.
It's on my turn, whenever that is.
I'd say let's do a group performance check.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it might help that I did not point out this person. I specifically did not tell anybody where I saw
It
this
is
person.
a
Yeah, my
relatively
five-
low DC.
Okay.
My 5 is not going to do shit now.
That is a fail.
I'm
Oh,
negative
yeah.
1.
11?
What is that?
8.
As much as a spider can perform.
Yeah, I got a 15.
Okay. So you obviously can't tell exactly what they think, but you go about doing this, and they soon ask you to drop down out of sight. But obviously, you have an idea of where they're going there, Ask.
So yeah, once I notice that they are out of line of sight and have an idea of which direction they're heading, I'll kind of inform the group of what I know.
It's like, okay, we can stay, I think, pretty far back. This has a duration of an hour, but not a distance. I mean, we just wait and make sure that they don't know we're following them.
Yeah. Did they go in a direction that leaves the city, do you think?
It does seem like they were pointed back towards where they had entered, back towards that residence.
Oh, it seems like they're headed back to the scene of the murder.
Well, I think that it might change based on what you can sense them as. I'm talking about their initial teleportation.
Oh, okay. So their teleportation was back the direction we come, and now that we're all kind of waiting, can I tell which direction they're currently headed?
Right now, they still seem to be going that way.
Okay.
Though they do, as you kind of wait, they start to change the direction a little bit.
I think my immediate thought and concern is if they start looking like they're heading for an exit out of the city, if it looks like they're headed towards that.
Seemed like they were trying to head towards the walls, like trying to flee the city. But now you get the sense that they may be headed more towards the direction of the main gate of the city.
Hmm. And do I know if the main gate of the city leads back to where we know the Myriad base to be?
I mean, someone could exit there and eventually get there because they would just leave the road, but
Okay.
not necessarily right in the way of that.
Yeah, I guess my question is the main road in and out of the main gate the closest road to the camp? The Myriad camp?
I mean, yeah, the fact that there's one main road there, so like there's not like many roads leading out of the city.
Oh, there aren't.
There's one gate. Because of the preserve,
that's where I got myself mixed up.
there's kind of a direction away from the city for the most part.
Okay. So just for myself, there's the gate that goes to this preserve, there's the main gate, and then there's the secret entrance that we have.
There's like the
It's like-
walls. Just holes in walls. That you've been able to
Gotcha.
get.
Okay. So yeah, I will inform everybody that it looks like they're headed for the main gate. Do we want to catch up to them before they get there and stop them? Because I think they're just going to go back to the Myriad base if they're able to leave the city.
I think we should try, at least.
Ursa angrily stomps her spider legs.
Then I will try
Kurt
to
wipes
lead.
off his daggers, making them nice
sorry.
and clean.
Yeah. Then I will try to lead the group in an interception course that cuts them off from the main gate.
Okay.
The zombies and skellies jump back into the bag of bones.
Nice. All right. You take it in, and you'll begin to try to move it as best you can. And again, knowing their position, you can sort of circumvent this. And we will go ahead and take our break.
Cool.
Alrighty, so come on back here. Right. Alex is here seeing the insanity. Alright, so checked you wanted to try to cut them off.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, in that case, you're able to moving quickly and being able to take more direct paths as to not being an injured, bleeding out party like the other one, having to stick close to and try to stay out of people's sight. You are able to get ahead of them about 2 streets away from the gate. From your position, you're able to find one where you don't have a super clear line on them, but you can just see them taking a peek out of the alley across the street from where you are. You are ahead of them. They would have to cross to continue. I will say, let me do a group stealth check to see if they can spot you.
Oh, good.
I had dropped my wild shape so that we could make our direct route rather than a giant spider running through the crowd.
Natural 20, 25.
16.
You took him. You didn't want him to see him. I took it to heart.
18.
10.
Okay. As a group, you're able to successfully be out of sight. What would you like to do?
I mean, ideally, I would like to take this person captive, but they can teleport, so I don't really see that as being feasible.
I mean, you can always take him captain. Lunera can heal them after I've stabbed at them.
Well, I mean, like, even no matter where we hold them, they can just teleport out of there, right?
From what I understand from magic is if you strip them naked, they can't.
Okay.
Break his hands, he can.
Then let's try and knock him out. That's what we try and do.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get the jump on them as they pass by to knock them out.
Okay. All right. So, kind of stealth. Yeah, you're able to move. So I would say I can give, as they immediately come in here, you can have a surprise round on them.
Stabby stab.
I'll let Cam go first and see if I even need to go.
Cam was built for one thing: assassination. Does this count as a secondary combat? Because does this mean I have to 22 to hit? I can do my 2d6 again on him.
Yeah, you can definitely.
Okay, so 22 to hit and 21 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay, so that's 5 piercing, 4 piercing, another 8 piercing, and 2d6. Another 7 piercing.
Okay. All right. So go. No. And
77.
They will, as you do that, kind of hold up their hand and mutter.
If they're spellcasting, I'll try and counterspell it.
So this is a spellcast, but does seem to be arcane manipulations, an ability, as they deal 7 psychic as they try to rend Cam's mind. Sorry.
Ooh.
Aha, joke's on them. There's no mine there.
Not after what Ursa's doing.
7 psychic.
Yep. Then we'll start with Olivia.
Can my undead do non-lethal damage? Is that too much to ask of them?
Yeah, no, they can. Yeah.
Okay. So they will try to do non-lethal damage.
So you dump out your bag. Aha!
Yeah. So let me roll 8d20 again. So that is going to be 1 hit, 1 crit.
Ooh.
Just 2 hits and 1 crit though. So that is going to be plus 5. So 24 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. They are knocked out.
Good job, Livia. Good job.
Good to do what we do best.
Okay. Let's grab this person and take him back to the base.
Okay.
I just hulk him over my shoulder.
With your contacts, easy enough.
I give Cam his daggers.
And if we take them back to the base to respawn where that skull of the giant dinosaur is, we have advantage on intimidation checks.
I would suggest that we not allow him to speak or move his hands or anything like that.
Yeah.
Good luck with interrogation.
Yeah, I'll read his mind.
I'm just gonna strip him naked. I think this cloak would look lovely on Lynera. Livia. I cannot say your goddamn name when talking like a platypus.
I'd say
Livia.
we blind him.
Like permanently?
Well,
No,
we
but
can't-
that's a good idea.
Oh god.
I think we got some poisons we picked up from yesterday that can do the job.
I just had a really dark idea. Okay, hold on. First we
You're
gotta
in
make
the right company.
So I guess we strip this person naked and tie them to a chair down in our base, away from prying eyes.
Right.
Before they wake up, can we see what inventory they have?
Certainly. So what you can see is their daggers here seem to be able to function as spell focus, each one. Also, they have a belt buckle that functions as spell foci. And other than that, and basically just clothes and whatnot, they carry 100 gold on them, as well as what seems to be a blood-stained, the blood just being damp at this point, scroll, or very tiny scroll case.
Wait, is their cloak magical?
Yes.
Okay. You said it's a tiny little scroll case.
Yes.
Cam, can you check this little scroll case for traps?
Sure.
Like maybe if we open it wrong, it destroys what's inside or something. I don't know.
That's investigation, right?
Guidance.
Yes.
Unnatural 20 plus 4. 21.
Okay. The case seems to be normal. No traps that you can tell.
All right, let's see what's inside the little scroll case then. See if we can get any information from it before we talk to this guy.
Okay. In that case, you unravel the scroll case. It's fairly tiny. And you small bit of parchment you're able to roll out. And written in a delicate hand is that.
Freaking cipher.
This is like a shift code or something like that.
This
That's
is called
the
This
thing,
is
right, to
Molly's
decipher.
fun time.
I mean, is it thieves can't? Any form of that?
Let me get a new piece of paper.
I'll do
I mean-
Discord as well for you, just so you know.
Yeah. How shitty would that be if my ritual comprehend languages deciphered that?
Okay, here we go. Sorry, something else there. There we go.
Well, I am super into it. Ursa was going to look at it and be like, it looks like gibberish.
Person can't even spell good.
It clearly must be some kind of code, though.
Yeah.
Good luck.
No, I'm exceptionally bad at discovering codes. Okay, so we have the scroll, we have the magic cloak, the spell focus daggers, spell focus belt buckle.
Now that we're looking at this person in their birthday suit, what kind of Lux folk are they?
They are fox.
Male, female?
Oh, sorry, this is a male. You can see they, staring them now fully exposed. You can see muscles, especially in the wrists and forearms, made from practicing somatic motions. You can see what almost looks like a brand in their shoulder.
Oh.
That is a symbol of a 13-pointed star.
Does it resemble in any way the glyphs that we've come across?
Yeah, just like that seems to be in the same base.
Livia, can you see if this is another kind of magic glyph that's doing something all on its own?
Of course, she will detect magic and try to. Wait, actually, can she identify this now that it's right in front of her and she can touch it?
Yeah, taking your time, you are able to identify this. This produces an auto fail on scrying for the individual. If targeted by a certain scry spell that seems to be designed with this particular symbol in mind. They are targeted. In addition, because of identify. In addition, this makes them again for a certain version of the spell an automatic fail on the save is against detect thoughts. Again, not the spell versions that you would have, as well as Zone of Truth, and with a corresponding item, though you can't tell what the item is from Identify. From a distance, they can be affected. This is from anywhere on the same plane, affected by a certain type of disintegrate spell.
Good grief.
So
They really took measures to make sure that they're not betrayed by their own members.
did I understand correctly that they auto succeed a detect thoughts save?
They auto fail it for a certain detect thought that takes this component into consideration.
Oh.
So from what you're beginning to get, to be clear, is that the organization that this must be from, or the people, must have specific versions of common spells that they're able to modify by use of this type of lingua arcana glyph.
And you said this was a 13-pointed glyph? Is that right?
13-pointed star, yeah.
13-point star.
Okay, so we make sure to bind his hands and fingers real good. We put a blindfold and a gag and a blindfold. The skull of the lizard probably won't help if they're blindfolded, but that's okay. Anything else?
So gag spell, gag blindfold,
And
hands tied.
yeah.
And butt naked.
And yeah, good and proper secure to the chair.
Oh. Well, we can keep an eye on him. I'm sure it'll be fine. Anything else before we wake this guy up?
We've taken all the precautions, right? We've removed everything.
Yeah, everything we know about. I mean, I didn't go exploring, if you know what I mean. I guess before we start, are we going with the carrot or the stick?
We could always tell him there is an easy way we could do this or a hard way.
Yeah. We'll let him choose, carrot or stick. Okay. Oh man, I had a really bad idea for the stick. I hope it doesn't come to that. Okay, we ready? We'll wake this person up. Anybody else have anything they want to do before? What?
I was just like, gets real close to ear, awaken. I'm being a meme lord, I'm sorry.
Amazing. So you wake them up and it's like, struggle a little bit.
Cam's just gonna turn into Werecam and be like, "Hi."
I think they're blindfolded.
They're
Oh,
blindfolded.
that's right. Never mind. He's not gonna do it. He's just making snide remarks and like, "Oh, we don't know who we're dealing with."
Yeah, I'm going to shape change my vocal cords.
Nice.
Well, now, you have found yourself in a right fine predicament. We deliberated amongst ourselves before bringing you around, and we decided we'd let you choose. The easy way or the hard way. Not once if you're amenable for the easy way. Two if you want things to get interesting.
They nod.
Then I suggest you just go with this next part.
And I cast Detect Thoughts on them.
Okay.
And they need to make I believe it's the Wisdom 16 save for Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
Unless they choose to fail.
Yeah, you feel their will hit up against your own strongly. Do not let you into their mind.
Oh. Well, that wasn't very agreeable of you. Are you sure you want to go this route?
They don't respond.
All right, then.
This is where it gets a little bit interesting. I go over to the table, and I don't think this exists in the player's handbook, but I would like to try to use my creation to create a set of torturer's tools that whoever uses them will be proficient with.
Oh my, okay.
I mean, technically, it's just Tinkerer's tools that are a little fucked up.
Combination of a few tools.
And we don't have to describe anything.
Oh,
That's
we don't.
just what they're there.
They're there. It's happened.
Also, just something that might help too. Up to the side, Ursa's kind of like hunched over, and then there's the typical bones cracking, and you suddenly see a new transformation.
Oh no.
Oh,
What's
What
it load? Give me a second. It's loading. You see
Jeez.
a half-hairless, exposed rib cage, but no heart in sight, no internal organs in sight. Badger, with very, very sharp teeth. As it turns around, and then like there's the jaw cracking accompaniment, and this really kind of bestial voice is like, "Let me at 'em."
And they don't see this. They're blindfolded. They see this.
Permission
Yeah.
to start drinking heavily, sir.
Well, sure, but I mean, Cam, if you want to use these tools, here would be your chance.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's just say Cam and I use a combo of interrogation techniques.
All right. Give me intimidation with advantage.
We could do mine or yours.
Just trying to look what mine was real quick. Oh, use yours. Intimidation is charisma. I have none.
Okay.
Look, I don't usually intimidate. I kill them, and that's the end of it.
17?
Okay. All right, do 17. So what would you like to do here? Because like you've intimidated them, but you gotta how you want to kind of
Basically through I'd say the usual mild torture techniques of
sure.
of whatnot.
You just-
we're
you also
looking
have to ask
for-
questions. And things.
We're
Yeah.
looking for what do you guys think? Why he killed those people? What they wanted with Ehrenbald, was it?
yeah. And at the kind of height of the interrogation, I want to try to detect thoughts again to see if
Okay. Sure.
I mean,
She's
'cause-
trying to use these and detect thoughts just to have them there.
And I do feel like we kind of know that the reason why he killed those people was because that was where he teleported in and they were kind of wrong place,
Yeah.
wrong time.
yeah.
And like that's almost like a determination of whether or not he's going to start telling us the truth.
Sure.
As if we don't know.
Yeah, you have to detect thoughts again, so it's sort of odd because they can't talk, but I would say here that they tied and scared from everything that you were doing. You hear in their mind that they keep trying to go in their head. Let her walk to the water, skip, fall to the water. Let her walk to the water. Kind of keeps trying to keep this one thing forefront in their minds. But as you are causing them pain and asking these, as you start to get towards the asking them about the solicitor there, they how don't you just simply go, you hear them go, the information, no, skip water, information. So it seems that they had some type of information for them that they went there to get. So, and I guess you would hear the scroll.
Um, and looking to Ursa and Cam, be like,
Okay, let's see if we can get like other names of Myriad members. Like, who leads them? What kingdom are they from?
Oh, it's over?
Do they have any connections to the queen of
the place that I definitely wrote down and didn't forget, Altulan.
As you're pushing to that, and they're screaming, they're trying to resist, knowing that their mind's being read, you get the word token. Sorry, where is the myriad? You just you get the words fancy forest.
And that was when we asked where they were from, where the myriad is from. The words fancy forest came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And token in reference to the queen. I think another question Ursa would probably ask is like, the information from Ehrenwald. How important is it?
My mission.
I take it that's very important.
Yeah. So you're getting these, even with the intimidation, you can see there it is breaking through training. So while you're getting information, it's still the training's trying to cover it up the best they can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Anybody else have any questions they want to that they can think of that might be good to ask? Do you have any bases, any hideouts within the city?
Flash.
And you get the name of the Dark Gulch.
And where is this Dark Gulch?
I'm not sure where Achoo is.
He's allergic to badgers. It's not his fault.
Under the Rouletta house.
I'm glad that he's blindfolded so he doesn't see Talik's eyes almost like pop out of his head. This is interesting, and I don't know. I just thought of this. Okay, I can't. Oh shoot! I have to double check something real quick. Sorry. Okay, that's too much concentration at once, so I can't do that. But I want to see if I can determine if this guy's trying to give me false thoughts.
How so?
Because I know he's been trained to try and block them out, to try and block out what I'm doing. But I'm wondering if the information that I am being shown is false. If there's a way to determine that. I don't know if there is, because I haven't tried this before, but
I mean, basically just do insight.
okay. That's a nat 20 for a 22.
Ooh. You don't get the idea this person is trying to be misleading in this moment. Their big thing is to blot out their thoughts and control their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
As far as that is, it's not so much.
Okay.
They're not so advanced as they're trying to do misinformation.
Okay. Okay. I kind of wish they were, because I don't like the idea of this place being under the Rouletta house. All right. I mean, they know that I'm reading their thoughts, so I ask them, what connection does the Rouletta family have with the Myriad?
Basically, you'd get. I don't know.
Okay. How does the Myriad intend to attack Parabellum next?
What's Parabellum?
Nah, come on. We're super popular. We're very famous.
Famous, very nasty.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it as like, anything else, guys?
Olivia is going to poke her head in the door. Are you guys done yet? Oh, okay. She's going to try to talk to this person, I guess, one last attempt to get something else out of him. I know you're scared. I see what the glyphs and symbols they put on you do. And we might be able to help you. You know, they're not going to believe you when you say you didn't give us any information, you did, and they will see the truth. But if you talk to us, maybe we can help you. It doesn't have to end the bad way for you.
Could get here. It's only a matter of time.
Hearing that and piggybacking off of what Livia just said, it's only a matter of time for all of us. Doesn't matter who you are, but you cross that line, you come on over to our side, and maybe your time gets a little bit longer, because I can guarantee we send you back, your time is just up.
Sorry, what was that again, Luke?
I'm basically saying that if he joins our side, we can try and prolong his life a little bit more, but if we send him back to the Myriad, he's done.
Kind of not betraying them.
I'll turn to Olivia. It's like, this is a nice thought, but he's pretty set and determined.
Doesn't look like there's something else we can do. I mean,
he's gonna join our side one way or another. He just might be in your bag for some of it.
well, yeah, I suppose.
Anyone else have something they'd like to ask?
I went through all my questions.
I was just here for the blood.
Right. And I turn back to him and say, well, what's your name?
And again, with your intimidation tactics, starting to get these beginning to get used to this. As he just says, the Blink.
Well, we need to know what to put on your name tag. Is that what you want on there?
Oh yes, the Blink. The Blink. The Blink.
All right. You got any final words you want to impart?
You're crossing them. They won't have mercy on you.
Yeah, we kind of figured we've been crossing them for a while now, and they haven't seemed too kindly on that. But sometimes you're just at odds with folks. And I'll look over to Livy. He's like, you might want to turn around for this part. Up to you. And then I nod to Cam.
Yay!
And Ursa.
Ursa's just like really close towards his ear and says, good night.
All right, and then you release him from his mortar coil.
Yep.
Then we put him in Olivia's bag. What? It's a self-cleaning process.
All right. In that case, you are left alone with your information and a body in a bag.
Hey, the little tiny scroll. I can give magical help to anyone who thinks they're smart enough to figure this out, because it's definitely not me, unless I had like 3 weeks to go over it.
I can give it a try. I've never seen code like that before, though.
I believe in you, Olivia.
And I will hold out my hand towards Olivia, and this little mote of light just appears and floats softly around your head. And then I pat you on the hand and give you guidance and bardic inspiration.
Great. What check would that be to try to decode this?
Intelligence check.
And above, can we time out real quick?
Sure.
Because I don't want to take the. Because Molly's really excited about this. I don't want to. If she actually wants to sit
that's
down
a-
and solve this,
I've been
I don't-
working on it.
Okay, then
And
can we?
I have been so far. I have kind of felt that like I don't think it's a cipher because I went
agree,
through
but I
it.
can't figure out the cipher either.
Well, specifically a Caesar cipher. I went through like as much as I could with a Caesar cipher, and it kept coming out still all really messed up. I think I only got like maybe the word worm out of it.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Or you're all trying Caesar cipher? 'Cause I
Well,
was.
that's right.
Yeah,
Well,
because
that's
it was the first one
common.
that I
That's
could
what
think
you start
of.
with.
I went through a couple of other ciphers. Did not make any headway. I think it might need like a code word to decode it, but I also haven't just tried anagrams yet. So
I will confirm you need a keyword.
What did he
I
say
know
that he
it.
kept saying?
he said the blink, token,
Yep.
fancy forest, dark gulch.
Mhm.
Granted, we know Dark Gulch is related to Under the Roulette House. I'm going to, and then there was also the thing about the river.
The river.
Yeah, the song he was singing in his head.
Oh, right. So what the timeout was for is because if you want to spend the time to like maybe out of game solve this, I'm perfectly okay with that.
Yeah, I would say I think what we're going to say is I'm essentially going to let the check pass, and what you're going to get is that this requires a keyword,
Oh, okay.
and it is nearly impossible. I would actually say like you cannot decipher without a keyword.
Challenge accepted. No, I'm kidding.
Or unless you knew a piece of it maybe already.
Okay. Okay, we can time back in.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
Perhaps Aaron Bald knows whatever keyword it is. After all, they're the one who gave the information.
Yeah. I would like to try and shapeshift into this Foxfolk brand and all.
Okay. Yeah, I think looking, you had seen them before, so you are able to make the transformation.
And put on their clothing and with their knives, their belt buckle, their cloak.
Ooh, very nice.
And I will assume that their inner monologue sort of also is their speaking voice, and try to match their voice.
Okay.
And like, okay, whatever their voice is. Okay, so, my idea is to take that little scroll and mar it in some way. Like we'll write down the cipher somewhere else so that we can still keep working on it once we have the code word. But then maybe mess up this little scroll in some way and then return to this Erenbold's home under the ruse of needing this redone because it's unlegible. What do you think?
No, I have a better idea.
Oh, what's that?
What if you come there for the information as if the person who came before was not the person you are?
Oh, yeah.
And you're the real one.
What if they have like a code word that they say to one another to make sure they are who they say they are?
Well, then we're shit out of luck.
Yeah. My idea was in this disguise, I just go in, I show them the note, and I just get their surface thoughts. Instead of full on like diving into their memories, and maybe I can glean. Or what? I could go in and be like, it didn't work. The cipher didn't work. You gave the wrong word. And then maybe he'll think of the right word. And I can get that from him. Think maybe that'll work? Then I don't have to mar this up. I can just make it sound like he wrote down the wrong cipher.
I don't know. Somehow I think a man like this would take pride in his work. Isn't that what most information dealers are like?
Yes, but I kind of want to use that. Be like, no, that maybe like how smart he thinks he is his pride, and I can like insult his pride. And so he'll be offended, and that'll maybe confuse him for a second and get him to think of the correct secret word. And if all else fails, we knock him out, we take him back to the base, we take off all his clothes, we tie him to a chair.
That is something as well.
Well,
Unless anybody else has an idea, I'm open to suggestions.
well, crack, 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 back into Ursa form.
Oh,
I unfortunately am out of animal forms for a little while. But that's okay. I have muscles.
I do want to double check real quick amongst this guy's belongings. We didn't find a pendant with jades in it like we did the last guy, right? Because he had like a pendant with 4 jades in it or something, a token.
Yeah, no, you did not.
Okay. All right. That's the best idea I got, is to try and trick this guy into giving away the secret word.
Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
It is the best option we have at the moment.
Okay.
And so, disguised as the blank, and just to be clear, I also relayed all the information I stole from his brain to everyone. Be like, okay, you guys, stay a little bit back, but follow along at a safe distance, so that I'll go in, like appearing to be alone.
Okay, so you're going back to the alleyway there.
To Arambald, the
Yeah.
lawyer's house.
All right. Going back there, you find an elderly man with a hole in their chest you can see through, lying dead on the ground.
Well, hell, I don't think that's gonna work.
Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
Everyone look-
Where's Lunara when you need her?
Necromancer!
Oh yeah.
I can speak with dead, they just don't speak back.
Oh.
Well, we can try to preserve the body as best as we can until Lunara feels better.
Yep. Hey Olivia, is there room in your bag?
In goes the new body.
Okay. I guess we search this place.
Okay.
And I will guide and Bardic Inspire our best investigator. Which I have a +3. It might be me.
I have a -1.
Olivia will try to investigate it.
Agree, but
Awesome.
only I have advantage only if it's about Fey Fiends or the undead.
Okay. So then, Olivia, give me an investigation.
Yeah.
Guidance, I'm sure.
And
With
I'll
that.
help.
And yeah, with my Bardic is a I don't know if my Bardic Inspiration die went up when I got to 5. I don't think it did, but I'll double check. So a D4 and wrong character sheet. Where'd it go? Oh, come on. Oh, it is. It's a D8.
Nice.
And you get to roll the D8 twice and take the higher number.
Oh, that's great. Oops, that's 28.
Ooh.
Okay. Investigating this place, you do see there are old files and various just tons of what it seems like to be like wills, birth records. Seems this person seems to be
Birth records, you
very
say?
much into information. Yes, though you do also find recently, you think in the last day or two, you can see in the fireplace many, like, it looks like a lot of paper was burned, as well as there are several, or a particular cabinet that is empty in the filing. And scratched on it, you can see, like in the corner of the wood, is what you've seen as a royal emblem. And it looks like that has been emptied out and destroyed.
You don't think they're looking for the heirs? Do you?
Well, how would they have found out about that? Sorry, Matt, can you? I was writing something down and I heard that there was the royal symbol that had been looted. What was the royal symbol on?
One of the fire cabinets.
File cabinets. Okay, thank you.
In addition, there is a notepad, like a writing pad, basically, with several pieces of paper, though none are written upon right now.
I would like. Are there still pieces of paper on there?
Yeah.
I would like to take a piece of chalk and lightly move it over a blank page to see if the depression of the thing above it is on the page below it.
I think using Olivia's stuff there, and again, there's ash in the place. That you're shh. Indeed. It reads, "Old friend. I found a way to retire to the life that I need, though it will mean betraying a dear memory. But the dead can't be betrayed, really, so it doesn't matter. And I never knew their children anyway. So, I do not trust these newcomers, nor their magics. So I've taken precautions. You may reveal what I've broken when Blink comes to see you. If you've received my payment, I'll send it after he leaves. And sincerely, he signs his name. In the investigation, you can find a small prepared counted box of 273 gold.
Oh.
Oh man. So does that mean that what's on that cipher is the information this guy had about the kids?
It must be.
Yeah, so who is this old friend then?
I mean, you mean the one that this guy betrayed?
Using these techniques, you can there are instructions also written here in a separate, like, kind of small pad for you get that it's actually some instructions about taking it, making a bet with this on table 5 on red 19 at the roulettes.
You said red 19?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man. You know, maybe having the Roulettas in the same base as us is kind of that like keep your friends close but your enemies closer kind of thing. Because the Roulettas are turned about to be all sorts of in bed with the Myriad. And it sucks. I was hoping we could be friends.
Didn't they want us to take out
They
the Myriad? Or was
no,
that the Slicers?
yeah, it was the Slicers because the Roulettas wanted us to take out the Roughsters for giving their kid magic drugs, which we did for them.
Yeah.
But it was the Slicers that wanted the Myriad gone. Oh man. Okay. And so, to clarify, this instructed us to take the, what was it, 200 and something gold and place it on this bet. That was the instruction.
The instruction was to take the letter that you just deciphered with the chalk and place it as a bet on that.
Oh. But we didn't find the actual letter we found. So we don't know. Maybe this actually is being taken to be placed. Like the actual letter is being taken to be placed on table 5.
Or was already taken far before.
Yeah. Hmm. Although, well, I don't want to make that assumption just yet. But we still don't know what the code word was, the word we need to decrypt it, right?
Well, it's not token and it's not Myriad.
Okay.
Yes. So again, you feel like that they were supposed to receive the code word from the person that this guy was writing to. Once
oh, I understand now.
And of course, he can't send payment now. Right. So you kind of think there's this insurance policy, and maybe he didn't get to tell the guy you killed in time before he got killed himself.
So, okay. Oh man, my brain is all fuzzy trying to think through all this stuff. You know what I think we need? Like a wall where we put clues on it on like notes or something, and then we get like we have string that we can take from one thing to another to kind of connect all this together instead of trying to do it in our brains. That might make
You
things
can
easier.
always use the upper floor of the warehouse. Nothing's up there but empty rooms.
I like it.
Maybe we should put that in your torture room, and everyone who looks at those would be scared.
Yeah. Unless we blindfold all the people we torture. It's a
We
work
don't
in
know what they're
progress.
capable of.
It turns out torture is a trial and error thing. Who knew? Okay.
I mean, I will also say, Talask, I was under the assumption that Blink, whatever his name was,
Blank?
Blink.
Blink,
Oh.
that he killed this guy.
But he was. Oh, we didn't come inside here when he left.
Yeah. He came here to get the information. He didn't know that he needed a code word. And
Yeah.
perhaps he was told, "Oh, kill the guy. Thanks for the information."
Yeah. Because, I mean, he just grabbed it. He probably didn't even have time to open it and see what was inside, right? Maybe, I don't know. But, okay. Man, this is a lot to process, and I'm not sure what we need to do next. I mean, really, my best idea is to see if Lunara can talk to this guy and just ask him point blank what the word
killed
is
you?
that we need.
That too.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Because I think, but yeah, Olivia, I now understand what you were saying. Like, who is this old friend that they were trying to contact? Do we think that this old friend is in the Ruletta family?
They might be. That might also explain why the ghosts were there.
Yeah.
Should we just try to make a bet with the money there and try to see if the correct person show up?
Well, yeah, I mean, we could do that, but it also, like, that I had the same idea, like, oh, we could try and make a bet on table 5, red 19, but I also thought, man, having a massive, like, multiple tables, multiple places to bet on, you could change that every time with every different encounter. Like, that's a really great way to hide passing information, right? Because you could just constantly change it, be like, to cover your bases.
If we make, now that the Blink is dead, if we make the bet and you pretend to be him, do you think someone will approach you giving you information?
I mean, I think it's worth a shot. It might. I mean, we're going to get something, maybe one way or another. It might put us at odds with the Ruletta family. Who knows? I'm willing to try. Let's get dangerous.
All right, then what's your plan here?
So I'm still dressed up as the Blink. And we'll go back to the gambling hall above our base.
But I believe we will arrive at different increments.
You can disguise yourself, right? Olivia would just pretend to try to learn how to gamble. I don't know.
So Livia would try to go with you, but disguised. But you're disguised, and Livia's Livia.
So-
Olivia doesn't really know how to disguise herself.
We'll go in like separate from Talask, and Ursa and Cam are going to pretend to be there to teach Livia how to play cards.
That's a great plan. Let's go with that.
Gambling
More
and
so,
murder
Pam is
on
going to
day
teach her.
than my birthday.
All right. I would say then you begin to head out over to the Luletta house to try to do this type of gambling. And I think we're going to end there for tonight.
Is there
Yes.
just real quick? Is that old woman still stationed out there?
She would have left
Oh, okay.
unless she particularly wanted something from. I mean, I guess there's
Well,
grace if you want.
I was just going to get someone to alert the Commander Gringan that we found a dead body.
Okay, so you want them involved now here.
And I'll let the commander know discreetly, and then let her decide what she wants to do with it.
Okay. Very cool. Anything else before we would end?
That was all I had.
All right. In that case, now we will end. If those you watching, thank you so much. As we come back to this next week.
Good night.